Granit Xhaka has left Arsenal after 7 years. It's funny, for all the good he's done in the last couple of seasons, all I remember him for is the armband. That's the kind of overriding picture with Xhaka. But he did turn it around. I thought he had a fantastic season last season. There's an argument for me that, say, Arsenal should have kept him. When I look at squad depth, I still think coming off the bench, maybe that's a role he didn't want to play. I think he could do a good job. I think he could have been really good in that midfield alongside Declan Rice. But he's gone. He's gone to Germany, a fee of around 25 million euros. And ultimately, Rory, I think when it's all said and done, if you kind of average it out, I think his Arsenal career was okay.
I think it's irrelevant. I think it's irrelevant because I think what we're seeing here, I follow a lot of Arsenal fans on social media and I've been watching them wax lyrical about Granit Xhaka. Talk about the season that he just had and his contribution and how he turned the fans around and how he rewrote his own legacy. And I think it's so wrong. I think it's like totally incorrect because what Arsenal fans are displaying here is a distinct lack of any principle. Like what Granit Xhaka did to that club is unforgivable. It doesn't matter what came next. What he did to that club is unforgivable. He swore at the fans in their home ground. The fans paid their admission to get into that stadium. They committed their time and their money to follow their team, and a player on that team swore at them. He then followed that up, that tirade that he launched at the fans, he followed that up with a cardinal sin, an unforgivable sin, something that should have never, ever been forgotten by Arsenal fans, and yet they have. The captain's armband. Think about how important that is. Think about
iconic at Arsenal.
Think about what it represents. That captain's armband. That's the spirit of Tony Adams. That's the spirit of Thierry Henry. That's David Rocastle. That's one of the most esteemed bits of material in terms of what it represents in the game. And he launched it on the floor. Like, who do you think you are?
Yeah, but if
where's the principle?
If he's not been sold, and he wasn't, he could have been launched at the club, wasn't sold. Hasn't he done well then, considering how bad it went? And like you just said, that was really bad. And I completely agree with you. I think it was disgraceful. Considering how bad it went, considering Arsenal fans then done a U-turn on him, and do you know what?
Well, where's the principle? This is what I'm saying about principle. Principle is what you do when it isn't easy for you.
What do they do then of Arsenal fans?
Well,
what they boo him then? What do they do then? Boo him?
I'll give you an example. Chelsea fans never wanted Rafael Benitez. We never liked Rafael Benitez. Because of the way Rafael Benitez treated Chelsea, we never liked him. He came to Chelsea. We let him know that we didn't like him. He then finished third in the league and won European silverware. And we still didn't like him. The principle is we do not like you. The principle is you weren't welcome at Stamford Bridge, and the principle is you are not welcome here.
Is it different for managers and players?
No. The principle should reign supreme. When Arsenal had a principle, I think it was Jay Bothroyd, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who, I think he got into an altercation and threw his shirt at Liam Brady when he was a kid. Didn't play for the club again. Principle. Where's the principle? How can you possibly allow a situation to flourish where you disrespect the fans on their home soil? You swear at them. I mean, this isn't like a minor disagreement with an individual fan. This is a direct fight where the entire stadium are in Granit Xhaka's path, and he is letting them know his wrath. That's reciprocal. The fans are going for him. He's going for the fans.
And they did. And they did for a long time. But if he's still at the club, there's no point booing your own players. You've got to get behind your players. If he's still at the club. It's not necessarily booing him at the time. Okay, maybe they have to acquiesce to the fact that they need him and acquiesce to the fact that he's going to be playing for them and doing a job for them in the middle. But it's what I'm seeing today. The love, the outpourings of emotion, Did you hear what Edu said?
Gratefulness.
I've heard what Edu said.
Go on.
Edu says, Granit has been a big part of our club for a long time. He's given us great commitment and quality over the years. You're looking at me with daggers. Playing such an important role in our progression and success. He leaves us with huge respect and thanks. We all wish Granit the best for the future.
Does he not know about this? Does he not know? Like, why are we just pretending this didn't happen? It's a huge part of Granit Xhaka's Arsenal
and he
career.
came back from it. It happened. Full stop. You move on.
But some things you don't move on. You don't launch the captain's armband at Arsenal. Like, some things you don't come back from.
Yeah, you're not captain again.
You don't play for the club
again.
When the principle is, if you want to start throwing the captain's armband around as if it means nothing, if you want to just treat that captain's armband as if it's a bit of discarded chewing gum, something to wrap up, and you throw it on the floor in front of a packed Emirates, like I'm baffled that Arsenal fans are showing so much love and adoration to a man that treated their entire club with contempt.
Arsenal fans, look, get in touch. I'm trying to defend you. I really am. But Rory's right. He's got some points here. 03717 223344. What do you make of Granit Xhaka's time at the club? Again, we've seen Teary farewells from the likes of Ruben Neves, who's got a fantastic reception from Wolves. Aspilicueta from Chelsea. Arsenal and Xhaka has been a bit lukewarm. Are you happy he's gone? Do you still remember the incident? Have you forgiven him for the incident? Can we move on? According to Rory, no, you can't move on, right?
Well, I just don't think it should be forgotten. It seems to just be totally glossed over as if it didn't happen. I don't understand it. You know, this sort of grateful attitude, allowing him to leave, allowing him to go back to the Bundesliga.
What about him as a player? 2 FA Cups of Arsenal, a couple of Community Shields as well. Look at you sneer. Look at you. You just shrugged your shoulders like, it's decent.
He's all right, isn't he? He's had quite a good season. He played very well for Mikel Arteta as a box-to-box down that left channel this season. He's all right.
I think they're making a mistake with the Havertz thing. It's basically him for Havertz, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's a better player than Kai Havertz. Fine. Okay, you've got me. You stumped me. They shouldn't have let him go. They should have been kinder to him because now they're going to have to tolerate Kai Havertz, and I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
Wouldn't wish that on anybody at all.